In this video, I want to show you how to change the cartridge valve for your Pfister, I don't know how to say it, kitchen faucet in case you need to replace it. I will put links towards Amazon down below so you find the exact cartridge that you need. This one is the 974-074 and I have the Pfister Raya faucet, but you probably have another one. It all works the same. So the first thing you need to do is to turn off both the hot and the cold water valves. We don't want to have any water flowing in the faucet. So just go under the sink and turn both of them completely off. Then for the next step, we need to remove the handle. And how it is held up, well, if you check under it, you should see a hole. Sometimes this hole has a cap over it. Here I have already removed the cap. All right, so with a small screwdriver or something, you can simply take off that cap. And inside there is a very small screw. You'll need an Allen wrench to remove it. I have this set of different Allen wrench, and the one that works for me is the 2.5 millimeter one. So I'll put it right over here. Maybe yours will be slightly bigger, slightly smaller, but for me 2.5 was the best. And simply unscrew that very tiny screw and make sure it doesn't fall in the sink drain. So this is how the very small screw looks. Make sure to not lose it. And now pull out the handle. Take a Phillips head screwdriver and unscrew the metal screw that is sticking out. You'll need to reuse this screw, so don't throw it. Any new valves don't come with this screw. They want you to reuse your older one, so that's why I keep it there. And now you may have some plastic trim that needs to be removed. This was over here, and I simply had to pull it out. But maybe in your case, you have to unscrew it so it goes out. So depending which model you have, just remove it. And now you have quite a big bolt that is right over there that is holding the valve. You have two choices now. You can take one of these wrenches and try to undo it by turning it counterclockwise. Or if you have more tools, you can take one of these socket. It's a 22 millimeter socket wrench. Okay. And again, maybe your model has a different size of a bolt, so I'm not sure if it's standard size, but for me 22 was the one that worked. So next step, let me remove this bolt. And this is how the bolt looks. You'll have to reuse it, so don't throw it. Now it's time to remove the old cartridge. Mine broke in two pieces. This is the first piece that broke. And the other one, it's a bit harder to remove with my fingers, so I will have to get some pliers. Here we go. And I want you to pay attention to the older valve that you remove. You need to check if a gasket is present. If it's not present on the valve, it means that it got stuck inside and you need to remove it, since the new valve, the new cartridge you bought, already have one of these. Great. Once you have removed everything, take your new cartridge and you're going to notice there's a certain way you need to insert it. It has these two prongs sticking out and they both go in holes that are on the faucet itself. Now put back the bolt, start screwing it clockwise with your fingers. It's actually much easier if you have the socket to start screwing it. And make sure that it stays very tight. Don't over tight it. So I won't go to the maximum force I can apply to it because something will break. But I will tighten it strong enough so that it doesn't move at all if I try to remove it with my fingers. take the metal Phillips head screw and you're going to put it back. Screw it back using the screwdriver until it's completely in. Now take the handle. If it's dirty like mine, I suggest you clean it and simply put it back and make sure that it moves naturally the way you want. As you see right now, it doesn't make any sense, so that's why I removed it and I placed it so that the range motion makes more sense. And now simply put back the very tiny screw that was holding the handle. I think this is the part where it's the most difficult, since it's pointing downwards and you don't see anything. It's very small. At the end, once you're done, don't forget to turn on both hot and cold water valves and go ahead and test to see if everything is working properly and if there is no leak. If there is a leak, you probably didn't screw something enough, or you didn't place the valve, the cartridge, the right way. So this is about it. Again, check my Amazon links down below if you want to get a cartridge. Like, comment if it was useful, and I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day.